Mark Knopfler, one of my favorite artists. If you check out my videos, you know I'm a big fan. This is Sultans of Swing. I'm doing it on an acoustic guitar today, and of course Mark does it on his trusty, red Strat, whichever Strat he's playing, Pensasaur. But I thought I'd do a version on an acoustic guitar for you. I haven't seen a lot of those, and I'm going to give you sort of my version of it with the chords of the song, and maybe giving you a couple little tricks you can do. I'm doing it fingerstyle because for my money, that was the whole key to Mark Knopfler's unique style playing, his fingerstyle on electric, and he's got that sound. And I've sort of made a study of that, the way he rakes and stuff. So I'm going to throw in some of my favorite Mark Knopfler licks in here along with this lesson, but let's first just get the bones of the tune. So it's in D minor, right? And it starts out with just a little intro. So it's just what you're doing is you're going from a D minor to a C. But the good way to do that is I'm just flattening out on the 5th fret, first finger, and then jump up and hammer on that D minor chord. And understand that a lot of what Knopfler does is done on 2 or 3 strings, and that's his key to his, he vibratos with like more than 1 string. Part of his sound. The other thing is he uses the fingers to kind of pinch and rake. So now let's go over the chords. So once you do that intro, you kind of get that rhythm. Now the song is all set up, set the groove, right? Now I'll take it slow, but it's D minor, shiver in the dark, C, rated in the B flat, in the meantime. These are all power chords. D minor, start of the river, C, B flat, everything. And then it goes to an F. You can either do a regular F, or you can do this F, which looks just like a D minor but without your pinky. And playing Dixie, double 4 time to C. B flat, you feel alright when you hear the music, D minor. Then B flat to C. C, B flat, A. C, B flat, A. And then F, whichever F you choose. C. I'll get to that. B flat. Feel alright. Hear the music sing. Okay. And then we're on the Sultans. That's B flat to C. So you start out in C. Oh, the Sultans. B flat to C. Oh, the Sultans of Swing. Okay, let me show you that right now because that's a key. There's so many great licks in this, we're not going to get to them all. But I'm going to show you some of my favorites. So once you do that chorus, once again, you've done the F. Band is playing Dixie, double 4 time to your C. B flat, feel alright when you play the music, D minor. And then it does that B flat to C. And if you must, you can just use 2 strings. So you're just using your first finger and the 3rd fret and the 5th fret. We're the Sultans, if you want to do the full chord. We are the Sultans of Swing. That's where it makes that change. D minor, C, B5. And then you can go. I'll show you that. Here you can do either a D minor or an F shape. Or the F sounds pretty good, which is. So you got the 7, 5, 6, 5. There's a form of F, right? So you can do that one. And then another F, which is the F power chord, right? To a C. Sounds like this. Get that? That's the 10th fret. It's an F, and then a C chord. And that's pretty much the bones of the song. So I'm just going to play a little bit, and then what I'm going to do is pick out, this is how I play it acoustically, and I don't want to do it the same way every time, because there's a million different versions of this online that'll teach you note for note exactly what he's playing. But what I would rather give you is some little licks that I do that might be slightly different. I can tell you for a fact, I've seen him about 10 times. He does it different every time, but he always does it. He always does the twiddly bits at the end. That's another discussion for another day. We're going to keep it real simple acoustic style. So here we go. I'm just going to play through it, and if you hear anything you like, yell at me, okay? Or maybe my wife will yell from the kitchen. Here we go to the verse. I get a shiver in the dark. You stop and you hold everything. F. Band is playing Dixie. Double 4 time, there's your C. B flat, you feel alright when you hear the music ring. Step inside and you don't see too many faces. Stepping it out of the rain, you hear the jazz go down. Competition from other places. Be flat, and the horns are blowing that sound. Verse, never it doesn't matter if it never makes the same. So I'm going to give you a few of the little bits I'm doing in between there. So you got a D minor, right? Here it doesn't C. B flat, if it doesn't. Now this is the first time I stray from just the straight rhythm, and I go up to the 6th fret on the G string and the 5th fret on the high E. Okay, so I'll take that slow for you. And then it goes. So it's just nothing more than an A chord, but I'm only hitting 2 as a partial. Slide up to it. If you want to, you can go up to the 9th fret. Just the 9th and 9th on the G and high E. Okay, so here's once again, that's the first time I stray with the. That's a good way to go. And then an F to a C. That's the same move. C up to the high C up here. So basically what I'm doing here is I get an A chord, right? And you go up to this version of an A. but I'm only pinching the G and the high E. Get a lot of mileage out of that. This is a way to get into. Okay, so these are nothing more, they're all A chords. If you listen to Knopfler closely, you'll notice he does a lot of different, what I call partials, but he uses different inversions. So he could be at an A chord here, an A chord here, A chord here. That's why it's important to learn all the various positions. And if you want to learn them, go to jimmydillon.com and I'll teach them to you. So anyway, this is a couple of little licks. There's so many in there, I don't want to spend too much time on it, but that's Sultans of Swing my way, doing acoustic, and if you could do it with maybe 2 acoustic guitars, you can get a... And the idea there is to do little fills, I call them connective tissue, in between the chords. Band is playing Dixie, I'm just working off that C. And then B flat. And the horns blowing that sound. So that's Sultans of Swing acoustic style. I hope you got something out of that, and I really want to just emphasize how important it is to get comfortable with your own way of doing it. Still honoring the song, but maybe adding some little... And I do a whole course on those kind of licks at jimmydillon.com. So please come and visit me. I'd love to hear your comments. I hope that was helpful to you. I know it wasn't note for note version, but there's so many of those online. I thought I'd give you maybe a little bit of special sauce that I do. And I hope that's helpful to you and inspiring, and I'll see you down the road.